So this right here is the Bravado Gauntlet. We all know it, we've all used it before in different missions and story modes, seen it driving around the streets of Los Santos many times, and we probably all had one inside our garage at some point. But when it comes to this car, it doesn't really have a whole lot of customization room. For example, if I click on Auto Upgrade, all it does is tint the windows and change the wheels. There is no cosmetic upgrades for this car whatsoever. And then in 2015, Rockstar released the Lowriders update, which introduced Bennies. And I feel like they probably could have added the Gauntlet Custom back then. Or maybe not when the Lowriders actually came out, maybe a year later or so, because we didn't actually get the Gauntlet Hellfire until 2019, a whole 4 years after Bennies was added. So during that time, we could have got the custom version of the Gauntlet, and that is what I'm going to be showing you today since Rockstar won't do it. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get it spawned in. So here it is. Looking freaking awesome, sounding sick. Love that sound. Adds a nice wide body kit to it and some big ass wheels. And one thing I also did just notice, I had to spawn the Gauntlet Hellfire in for you guys to see this, but is it just me, or does the regular Gauntlet from the side profile look more like a Challenger than the Gauntlet Hellfire? I swear the Gauntlet Hellfire is just so boxy. It just doesn't look as good compared to something like this. It looks so much more smooth and sleek. I mean, when it comes to the front ends, both cars don't really look too great, to be honest. Like, the front end of the Gauntlet Hellfire is literally all boxy, and then the regular Gauntlet, I just don't like how it dips down so much on the main grille. But either way, yeah, I think the regular Gauntlet, from this point of view, looks way more like a Challenger than that thing. I've never truly loved the Gauntlet Hellfire's styling. I feel like Rockstar could have done a much better job, like what they did for the Buffalo STX. Anyways, let's stop talking about that and start talking about the Gauntlet Custom. So, here it is, upgrade time. We actually do have a pretty decent amount of stuff we could do to this car. Starting with the spoilers, we got a lip, chopped ducktail, the bulbous ducktail, and the hot ring pilot wing, which looks freaking crazy, but we're not going to toss that on. We're going to go with the bulbous ducktail because I think that looks pretty damn nice. Front bumpers, we got the bulbous splitter, the scraper, the racer, and then the buffalo bumper, which I really love the look of because that is what the bottom grille of a Challenger actually looks like in real life. So what a perfect touch. And then it's pretty much the exact same things going through here. Personally, I kind of like the look of the scraper. Now we have the rear bumper. So we have stock, and then it adds a gigantic carbon diffuser. And the carbon actually looks pretty nice. It's kind of hard to see, but it does look pretty beautiful, I'm not going to lie. The only thing is that diffuser is absolutely massive. So I think we're just going to leave it stock. And then we got skirts. Now, I don't really think this car needs skirts, but we can check them out. We got the regular street skirt. We got the carbon version of it. And then we got the bulbous smoothed skirt. The rustic version, which is pretty much carbon, I believe. Or kind of carbon, just blacked out tips, I guess. And then we got the bolt-on version and the bolt-on rustic. I think we're going to go with the bolt-on bulbous skirt. For the exhausts, keeping it simple, we got ceramic, titanium, and chrome. I'd say ceramic is probably the way to go here. And now for the grille. Finally, we're able to modify and get rid of that ugly-ass Gauntlet grille, change it to a mesh one. Definitely an improvement. The only thing, like I said, I just wish it was straight and not like slanted down towards the middle. We have the V1 badge, the 6 STR badge, and then the hot ring grille, which I think looks super ugly. Those two trim pieces are disgusting. We're going to go with the V1 badge grille. I think that looks pretty nice. Definitely a huge improvement to what the Gauntlet looked like before. And then we got hood upgrades for this car as well. We got the snout hood, the snout vented hood, which is beautiful, keeping it nice and simple, looking stunning. Then we got the Quaker hood, which is pretty much just a shaker. And then we got the single intake bug catcher and the triple intake. We are definitely going with the snout vented hood here. For the fenders, we could change the arches up. We can add the rustic versions, the bolt-on versions, or the rustic bolt-ons. We're going to go with regular bolt-ons. And then let's upgrade the engine, the brakes, transmission, suspension. I say we go street suspension. We go with limo window tint. And then for the paints, we are going to go with a beautiful pure black. And then copy that to the secondary, pearlescent, black it out. Now the secondary color changes like that trim right there, which honestly doesn't look too bad if you kind of wanted to add a little bit of a pop to the car, but we're just going to make it all black. Now, there is still a couple more upgrades we could put on. We head on over to Benny's, and we got some hood catches we could toss on. Gotta go with the chrome ones, 100%. Here we have the headlight covers. I'm really not feeling these whatsoever. I don't think they look that good, to be honest with you guys. I would rather take the outer headlights out, to be honest, but I guess it is what it is. We're not putting those on, though. And then for the trim, we can also add a nice sun strip. We also have a bunch of liveries available for the car. We got the Hell Panther, which looks pretty cool. There's a lot of cool options. We got this sick one, which actually just looks badass, I'm not gonna lie. Then we got this one with a bunch of lines. We got the bigness one right here. This one you can't really see. This one actually looks pretty cool. This one also looks pretty cool. Honestly, a lot of them look sick. This one looks cool as well. We got some nice white mirrors on there. This one I really like the look of. Once again, same thing here. This one is super basic. Just adds the Rockstar logo and then the 6-star at the back. Beautiful livery, keeping it nice and simple. And it also adds it to the sun strip. Not too bad. Then we got the Bravado power stripe and then the inverted one. I think I'm actually gonna... I might go with the inverted, but I don't know. I kind of like the look of it like this. This also looks pretty sick. And it goes onto the sun strip as well with the bull. Bro, that's looking clean. And then for the wheels, I mean, I honestly prefer the stock wheels on this car. Change them right to black, and there you go. Looking beautiful, but we are going to change the wheels up on this vehicle. We are going to go to track, and we are going to go down to the beautiful modern mesh wheels. They look awesome. Once again, let's just do a side-by-side comparison of these two vehicles. The Gauntlet Custom, looking badass, and then the regular Gauntlet, which looks like it's maxed out, because that's literally what it looks like maxed out, except there's some window tint and different wheels. But this shit looks sick. Rockstar definitely could have added this to GTA Online, and I feel like they still could, but there's probably like less than a 1% chance they would ever do this, because they really just don't care about the older cars in GTA 5 anymore. Like, imagine one of those updates that came out, they said we're adding the Gauntlet to Benny's, and then you could go in there, put a wide body kit on it if you want. It'll sound like this, which sounds awesome. And then you get a bunch of sick customizations. Like I said, from this point of view, this car looks a lot nicer than the Gauntlet Hellfire. You cannot tell me I'm wrong. Like, it's so on point. And I just don't know what they were doing with the Gauntlet Hellfire. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me why it looks so boxy. But either way, I think this thing looks absolutely stunning. What do you guys think of it down below in the comments section? Would you like to see the Gauntlet Custom in GTA Online right now, or would you have liked to see it a while ago? Just drop any of your thoughts down below. But anyways, that is going to wrap the video up. Thank you so much for watching, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.